Hey guys, Jem here with another book review. This time I'm going to be reviewing By the Time You Read This, I'll Be Dead by Julie Ann Peters. This will not be a spoilers review, and, well, there's not really much to spoil anyway. It's a very short book. I rated a 9.5 out of 10. I honestly thoroughly enjoyed it, because you don't really read too much about the being bullied and suicides and all that, but it really hits home with this book. I'm gonna read the synopsis and then I'll just tell you what the book's about. Daylin Rice is broken beyond repair, and after a string of botched suicide attempts, she's determined to get her death right. She starts visiting a website for completers, the www.throughthelight.com. On the site, Daylin blogs about her life, revealing a history of bullying that goes back to kindergarten. When she's not on the web, Daylin's at her private girls' school where she's known as the freak who doesn't talk. Then a boy named Santana begins to sit with her after school while she's waiting for her parents to pick her up. Even though she's made it clear that she wants to be left alone, Santana won't give up. It's too late for Daylin to be letting people into her life, isn't it? National Book Award finalist Julie Ann Peters shines a light on how bullying can push young people to the very edge. So this book, all it is about bullycide. Those who commit suicide to get away from the bullying. So this girl, Daylin, the main character, has been bullied her entire life. When she was younger, she was fat, and now afterwards, she's like skinny now, but she's still gets bullied because of just being her. So, here on the back it says 23 days and counting. It's a suicide note, but it's not really it's said in the book, but it's not really like actually. It's not the Daylin wrote it. Anyway, growing up, she was bullied, and she tried numerous, suicide attempts. Slashing her wrists, drinking, ammonia and bleach, and it, messed up her vocal cords and her esophagus, and all this stuff. And, well, now she's, on a 24/7 suicide watch by her parents, and, they're being extra careful, and all this stuff. And all she wants to do is leave. She just wants to die because she can't handle all the pain and all this hurt. She kept telling her parents, all these things that happened, as she was, growing up, kids, taunting her and teasing her. And they were just all nonchalant, oh, that's normal. And it's just, now she just doesn't even talk to them at all. And it's just built up, all that pain inside of her. And so she just is pushed over the edge. And she tried, as far as I know, she's done suicide 2 times already. And now she's found this website called Through the Light that it's for completers and those people who are trying to do suicide. And they are given a set amount of days that you have to die in. Daylin, her minimum number of days that she wanted to leave in was 23 days. Because she couldn't, shorten it to any other time. And so, after 23 days is up, will be her DOD, Day of Determination. And that will be the day when she dies. And through the 23 days, she meets this guy, Santana, and it gives her a, not really a different aspect of life, but it gives her, she starts, feeling things that she hasn't before. Pretty sure she likes him, but she's, trying to wipe the slate clean and purge herself from, all these emotions and things and the so that she can just go through the light without any problems or complications. And so things get complicated when Santana is there, and a whole lot of stuff happens. And this girl, Emily, who's in her school, who's the fat kid, because they go to a private all-girls Catholic school. And, well, there is most likely bullying there because girls are just, like, cruel and mean, and it's just terrible. And so, things start to go on with Santana, not, like, romantic-ish. He likes her, but she doesn't like him back. It's like a push comes to shove kind of thing. And so, she is... what's the word for it? But anyway, she's just trying to not get attached to these people. She's dispersing all of her belongings and the like. And the book goes through all 23 days, all the way up to her date of determination, which is the last chapter, which is basically only a page and a half. And I'm not going to tell you what happens in the end, but I really think that this book should have maybe like a little e-novella to like say what happens next, like what happens to like everybody, all the characters, because I'm not going to tell you what happens to Daylin because of all the conflicting things that happens. It is still because she really, really wants to go and die, but then there are things now, like Santana and her mother and stuff, that it's like attaching themselves onto her. And so it's not really clearly stated. But anyway, I really want there to be an e-novella of what happens next, because I feel like it left off in a cliffhanger, honestly. Because that's basically what it left off in. I said no spoilers, but this isn't really technically too much of a spoiler. I mean, there isn't even much of the book to spoil, but I'm just going to say this anyway. In the end, it doesn't say anything about what happens to Daylin. It doesn't. It's like day of determination. Now I'm going to go through the light. And that's it. It doesn't say whether she's beginning a new life, or if she's actually going to die. That's it. I mean, I really connected with the character, like, not like, me being suicidal and connecting with her kind of thing. Just her emotions, like how annoying people can be, and like, I just want you to leave me alone kind of connection. But that's my thoughts on the book. A 9.5 out of 10. I honestly really, really enjoyed it. I would have given it a 10 if I knew actually what happened at the end. I'm like really... I want to know what actually happens to Daylin instead of letting me interpretate. Because there's some like authors who leave their books off in a cliffhanger. And it's like... it's up to the reader and their imagination on what happens next to the character. And I'm like, I just want somebody... I don't want that vast imagination. I want to know what actually happens. You know? Like, what does the author want to happen to the book? I mean, to the character. Not what I want to happen. I want to see what the character... I mean, what the author, like, is trying to get this character to go somewhere. And it's like... it's very frustrating. Anyway, that's all I really have to say. I honestly enjoy Julianne Peters' books. This is the 4th book by Julianne Peters that I've read. And I'm still trying to read Pretend You Love Me. I mean, it's not like it's difficult for me to get through. It's just I have 2 more books that I have checked out from the library. Carnival of Souls by Melissa Marr. And Before I Fall, which is another dying book. By Lauren Oliver. This one, if you look up Carnival of Souls by Melissa Marr, it won't be called Carnival of Souls anymore. They changed the title to Carnival of Secrets. I have no idea why, but I still think this looks cooler and sounds cooler with the masquerade mask and the flames. But there is a new cover and a new title for the book, Carnival of Souls and stuff, and I just don't know why that was made. Anyway, this will be the next book I will be reading. There is actually a ebook novella 1.5 that goes right after this, which I have no idea if I'm going to be reading or not. If I can get my hands on it, maybe. And apparently there is a sequel coming out for Carnival of Secrets or Carnival of Souls, whichever you prefer. There is a sequel coming out, according to Melissa Marr. So, I always thought this was just a standalone. I didn't think there was a sequel because it's been a couple of years now and no sequel has come out. I think this came out in like 2011 or 2012. It's already 2014 and no sequel has shown up in any way, shape, or form. No title, no cover reveal, no news about it. Except for like this one interview I found on Goodreads saying that she will be making a sequel. And that was, I have no idea when that interview was like made. It's like Misfits from that guy. He said there was gonna be maybe a sequel if the book goes well, and I'm not sure if the book went well. I enjoyed it, honestly. I don't know if the book like sold well or anything. I'm pretty sure it could have, like if it was in all like the big bookstores and stuff. But anyway, there's no news, and that book's from like 2009. There was no news after that interview if he was going to write another book for it, which I really wish he would, because honestly I very much enjoyed that book and I really want to like go along with his idea of doing what, like it was 4 books, like her going up against each of the guys from the underworld and stuff. But anyway, that's all I really have to say. Again, next book is Carnival of Souls. By the time you read this, I'll Be Dead by Julianne Peters. I actually recommend this. Because it gives you more self-awareness of bully side and like how like victims like that would like feel. And again, 9.5 out of 10, and that's all I really have to say. I have a crap ton more books to read. I will assure you, this coming school year will be filled, most likely, unless I get drowned in my schoolwork. So I guess I'll see you guys later. Bye!